welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Lauren. If you're not new, you may have seen some of my previous project pans. And we need to talk about how I need to do things differently this year. Yes, we are finally embarking on my 2025 project pan. Now, I took January off just to really think about what I wanted to do in this year's project pan, because every time I do a project pan, I change it up a little bit because, to be honest, I get a little bored. I get a little bored of using the same product over and over again. So in my previous project pans, one thing I did was not only was I trying to finish some of the products, but there was a handful of other products that were in my project pan just so I could really test them out and really be able to speak to them or about them. To them, about them, you know, you get it. I just wanted to really understand some of the products in my collection better. I have a massive collection. I love makeup. It's a hobby. I collect it and I love it, but I really want to get more use out of it. I really want to know what I like. And if I really don't like something, it should not be in my collection. But that is what we did the past 3 project pans too. I don't know. It's been a few. And they've all been different except for the length. They've all been 6 months. But let's talk about what I want to do much differently in my 2025 project pan. So first off, this is going to be a true project pan. Every single item that I have in front of me that I'm going to be talking about is in here because I want to finish it. So there's no more testing, okay? Those are going to be saved for a different kind of video that I'm going to be doing. But for this, I am just attempting to finish these products, okay? I think it's time for them to be done. I already know how I feel about them. That's not really the point. The point is a lot of them are older and some of them I just really enjoy and they work really well in my lifestyle right now. And I think I can actually pan them. So it's much different than what we've seen previously. Also, there's less. There's less because I know that if I truly want to finish something, I need to dedicate myself to that. And I know most of these products I am not going to be using every single day. I probably will use a handful of them each day, intertwined with some of my other products, because again, I get bored in project pans. That's one of my biggest issues. So in order to keep myself engaged, I can't use the same stuff every single day. But I will say it is really beneficial having a chosen amount of products that are kind of right next to you that you can reach for. You don't need to worry about it and you can just apply and reuse them over and over again. And actually my friend Lily, who does project pans here on YouTube, she's awesome. She actually inspired me to get into panning. So I'm gonna link her video down below so you can check her out. But that's what she said. She said, it's actually really easy to pan some things when you have them right next to you. They're your go-tos, they're easy to reach for. And for me, I've been going into work a lot more. My role recently changed this year and it's requiring me to go into the office. Now I live in the Bay Area, California, so traffic is garbage. And it normally takes me at least an hour to get to work, sometimes an hour and a half, sometimes longer. It really depends on what's going on. So I really need products that I know are gonna work for going into work. I'm there all day. I need stuff that's gonna last and not wear off. So that's also kind of what I took into consideration when picking these products. I didn't have time to try things as much. I'm still testing stuff, like that is still something I love to do, but it's just not the focus of the project pan. Also, the length is gonna be different. I've decided to do this project pan starting in February and ending end of November. So it's gonna be a 10-month project pan. I think giving myself more time will help me actually pan some of these products because again, like previously, all my project pans have been in 6-month increments and it's just not enough time. It's really not. So I'm just gonna go through, I'm gonna tell you the products that I picked, why I picked them, why I think they're gonna work in my project pan this year. And yeah, I would love to get your feedback on what you think of the ones that I pick, but let's just get into this. Okay, we have 2 foundations. Foundation is something that I have found I really like having kind of one foundation I reach for over and over, and then changing it out every once in a while in the week, but just kind of one main foundation to focus on. Yes, there's 2, but There's a reason. Also, before I show you these, I'm going to be inserting pictures of how much product is left. I've measured them so that we can actually start seeing by centimeters how many centimeters of these products that I'm using. Some of them it's liquid and you kind of have to guess. But if I've taken a picture, I'll insert it here. I don't think I have pictures of these ones, but first up it's going to be the Fenty Beauty. This is the Blur and Smooth Tint Stick. I have mine in the color 4. When this came out, everyone went crazy for it. I went crazy for it. I really enjoyed it and then totally forgot about it. And stick products are something that I feel like I can finish. So this little yellow piece of tape here is the very bottom of the product, with the product being pretty much flush to the lid. And we're just gonna be adding like little pieces of tape as we use more. So you can kind of see it there. That is where we are. So we've got quite a bit to go, but it is, again, a cream product. There's still product down here that you can not see. It doesn't go up all the way. I think I'm gonna have to dig it out, but it doesn't seem like there's that much, so I feel like it's doable. I did pick products that I thought were reasonable, you know, like I thought I could actually finish. I didn't want to pick products that I knew were going to just be impossible to finish. Like, what's the point? Like giving myself an impossible task. Okay, no, life is hard enough. I'm not gonna do that. The other foundation that I chose is Makeup Forever, and this is their HD Skin in 1RO2. And the reason that I included this one is because I actually had a different color in a project pan that I finished, and I really like this foundation. This is gonna be a great go-to foundation for me for work especially. And this little gold piece of tape is where I believe the foundation is at. So every month when we do a check-in, I'll be adding another little piece of gold tape. So we've got a little bit of a dip in it already, which is nice. Okay, this is a product that has been in my project pan before, but I feel like that was before I really took project panning seriously. And I want to take this project pan seriously. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury concealer. I don't remember the name of this specific concealer, but this is in #1 Fair. And I'm going to insert a picture. I should warn you before I insert this picture, it looks so gross. It looks so gross. So one thing that every once in a while I have to do with cream products, especially when they're in a pot like this, is I have to go in and kind of dig out the fuzz. I don't know what happens. It can't just be me, right? Fuzz gets into my product. But this is what we're dealing with. We're so close to hitting pan. I know we are. We're so close, but for some reason it has not happened yet. So inserting the gross picture, I'm sorry. That is just real life with cream concealers, potted cream concealers. And you know what? When I used this product today, I really did go in with a light hand. I don't use a lot of it. I only kind of use it on the inner corners of my eyes and like around my mouth, because sometimes I have a little bit of pink around there. And I don't use a lot. So I think it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge just because I use so little of it. But you know, that's what we're here for. We want, some are gonna be easy, some are gonna be a little more of a challenge, but at the end of the day, I think these are all doable to pan. Another one that has been in one of my project pans. I know, but again, this is something that I think I can finish, and that is the Hourglass Translucent Setting Powder, the Veil Translucent Setting Powder. You know, you get it. And this line, the gold line, is where I believe the powder is when we like get it all down like that. So it's still in there. We have so much left. And I remember really using this as much as possible during whichever project pan it was in. It wasn't in my last one. I think it was in the one before that. And I still was like, how am I not finishing it? This is another product that I know it's going to take me a little while to get through it. And that's because it's winter, it's cold, my skin is extra dry, and I'm not using powder every day. I'm actually using it pretty rarely just because my skin is already so dry. I just don't love adding powder on top of that, even though, again, just like with the concealer, I go in with a light hand with powder. I just really use it in my T-zone, but you know, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while because I'm not using it very much. And you know, going into it, I knew that, so I wanted to pick a powder that was gonna be reasonable to finish. Bronzer. This one we have a picture of, but the bronzer that I have chosen to go with is M Cosmetics. And this is their So Soft bronzer in the color Terra. This is a older product. I'm gonna insert the picture here. After I measured it, it looks like we have about 18 centimeters left of this product. So I am kind of loving measuring stuff so I can actually see how many centimeters I use in a month, right? This is a great bronzer, but it is old. It is also pretty dark, but it blends out so beautifully. It's a great bronzer. It smells fine. I sniffed everything before, I swear. It is a good bronzer, and it just has been in my collection a while. It's a cream product, so with cream products, they do go bad a little bit faster than powder. So that's why you're seeing a lot of creams, you're seeing a lot of liquids in this project pan. Speaking of liquids, for the blush, this, I think there is actually a little tiny dip, so I'm gonna have to add a piece of gold tape on there. But this is from Rare Beauty, and this is their blush in Hope. And if you know, you know. These little blushes have a lot of pigment, but this color in particular is one that I reach for again and again. Except I haven't been. I should be, because it is such a beautiful color on me. I love it. It's great for every day. And I don't find this one to be overly pigmented, so I don't have an issue with it. I normally do like 3 dots, blend it out, and it looks good. But I'm just like, why have I not been using this? It's so pretty. And I know it's gonna take me a while to finish, but let's put it in there. Let's take a look. Let's experiment and see how long this one takes. Highlighter, Westman Atelier. When I bought this, I thought it was something else. Okay, I really did. But this is the highlight stick in Lit Up. I thought it had a blue reflect. I don't know, in the pictures I saw a blue reflect. It does not have a blue reflect, okay? I'm inserting the picture that I've taken here. We've got about 16 centimeters of product left. So I am gonna show you, this is what it looks like. And this is one of those kind of balm highlighters. So it doesn't have color. It really doesn't. It's a balm. And again, if you've been here before, you know that I am not a fan of balm, pretty much anything. I don't love balm blushes. I don't love balm highlighters. And that's mostly because, one, I don't really get the point. And two, the dry down is typically pretty terrible. And by terrible, I mean it doesn't dry down. It does not dry down. So my hair will get stuck to the product on my face, and then I'm gonna have to wash my hair quicker, and I hate washing my hair. So yeah, I typically do not like balm, but this one actually dries down. It is a little bit, you can feel the wetness there, barely. Okay, it's not sticky, it's just a little bit damp, I would say. I don't know if that's the right word I'm looking for. We're going with damp. This is a weird product though, because if I apply it directly onto my skin, it picks up the product underneath it. So it picks up my foundation, it picks up the blush, and it doesn't fully remove it, but if you can see here, you can already tell it looks like it's not the pure white that it was before. That's because it's got my bronzer on it. It's a weird product, okay? But my Westman Atelier, I am almost positive is a clean brand. Look, it's 2025. Let's be honest. We want our products to last. Longevity is more important to me than clean products, because clean products, it's, you know, I don't believe in too many conspiracies, but it's almost like a conspiracy that they want your product to go bad faster, so you have to buy more, okay? I'm tired of my clean beauty products going bad on me. So that's something I'm gonna probably buy less in, anything marked clean, which a lot of brands are doing that lately. So please put in the preservatives. I want my makeup to last longer. You're gonna see some very old lip products in here that we will be talking about. That are very old, but are still working fine because they got preservatives in it. I appreciate that. We're going with this highlighter stick. Again, 16 centimeters is left. We're gonna see how it goes. So this is one product that is in there because I don't necessarily think I can pan it, but I'm kind of pissed at myself for having it and never using it. I've used it twice, and you'll be able to see in the picture. But this is the Makeup Forever. I don't remember what this palette is called. This is the old one. They came out with a new one, but this is their older version, and it has a bunch of cream products in here that you can use for blush, for contour, bronzer. I think you can use them for concealer. So we're gonna be playing a lot with this palette in particular. I don't know how any of these perform. You can tell it has not been used except for maybe dipping my finger in a couple things. Okay, it has not been used. And I was just going through my stuff and I was like, mad at myself because I'm like, well, this has been in here. You have not used it, Lauren. So let's put it in the project pan where you have to use it. And again, this is why I have less products in this project pan, because I want to use all of them a lot. We've got some eyeshadow. Some I think I'm more likely to hit pan on than others. But first off is this Color Fix Cream from Danessa Myricks. This is a waterproof liquid pigment. You can use it on your eye, lip, and cheek. I have mine in the color Romance. This has just been sitting in my drawer and I just remember seeing it and being stunned by how beautiful it was and the versatility of it. You can use it everywhere, right? And then I got it and I don't use it. So for this one, I don't particularly think I can hit pan, but I think if I can use it in multiple ways, I'm gonna be able to really make a dent. Make some sort of dent. Okay, most of my products have a very small dent, if any dent. And this again is not one where I think I'll be able to finish the entire thing, but we have 10 months, so I don't know. The next one is Hourglass. This is the Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow in Reflect. This has just been in my collection for so long and it's beautiful and I don't use it and I want to hit pan. And I thought it was a good neutral color that I could get a lot of use out of. So I think I can dig in there. I think I can hit pan. We're gonna see. These ones, you know, with eyeshadow, it's a little difficult, I think, to hit pan because I know that I typically don't, right? I normally don't hit pan in any of my eyeshadows. But the last eyeshadows that I decided to pick and include in my project pan, I think I can hit pan on. So this is the palette from Half Magic. You buy all the eyeshadows individually. I have, I think all of them, almost all of them. I think I might be missing one or two. But these are the eyeshadows. I do have a couple blushes from them. Ignore the blushes. They're not in the project pan. It is just the eyeshadow, okay? So what we are gonna be doing is we are gonna be working on these. We're gonna be using them and we are going to hit pan in one, hopefully. I think we can. This color over here is called Blushing Lizard. If you ever see a kind of like purpley, pinky, like reddy eye look on me and you're like, that's stunning, it's this color. I get a lot of questions about it. It's that color. So pretty. And these are great eyeshadows for work for me because I don't even need a primer on them. And I've been testing them to make sure. But I can just smear them on my eyelid and go. And they're stunning. They last all day. They're great. So I have oily eyelids, so finding products like this is kind of magical. And I just think I'm going to be able to hit pan on one of them. I've got dips in quite a few. You can literally see my fingerprint in some of them. And I feel like we can do this. We can do this. So those are the eyeshadows. And then the last category is lip products. This is where we have some older things. Smell fine. They all smell fine. One thing on my lips today is from YSL. This is the Rouge à Livre lipstick, I think in the color 4. Okay, so it looks like this. It is old. You're not gonna be able to find this one online, I don't think. But look how cute. It's got a little heart. Okay, I did measure this one to see how much product was left. We've got 28 centimeters of product here, okay? And I went back and forth on this product because I was like, is it orange? Because I do not wear orange on my lips. I don't think it looks good on me. It's not the most flattering color for my skin type. So I was like testing all my lipsticks because I need to do a declutter of them. And I swatched this one and I was like, oh, it's more of a pinky with a hint of coral. I think we can do that. So we're gonna see. It's on my lips. I really like it today. Who knows tomorrow? But so far I like it. I had to give myself a mini. Okay, so this is from Bobbi Brown. This is the Crushed Oil Infused Gloss in Slow Jam. And this one, I don't think I've used, maybe once or twice, but it's so tiny that I think we can finish it, right? We have to, it's a mini. And then the last product is from Tower 28, and this is the Juice Bomb Tinted Lip Balm in the color Mix. This one has 25 centimeters of product left. It's more of a neutral color, so I thought that this would be a good one to include that we can, you know, get through and use. Yeah. And we're gonna see. We're gonna see. And those are the items that I have chosen for my project pan. One thing I really like doing in my project pan is tracking every time I use one of these products. So I have an Excel spreadsheet. I add every time I use some of these products in there. I think I'm still gonna do that. And that might be something that I'm gonna feel like doesn't need to continue happening, especially if we are marking where and measuring how much product is left in some of these containers. So I don't know if that's necessary, but I like that part. I'm a sucker for Excel, so we might keep that part for now. It might go, I don't know, but this is definitely the year of finishing products, panning products. That is the goal. And I really hope you'll follow along on my project panning journey. And let's see if we can get through some of these products together, because I really, really want to finish more of my makeup items this year. That is the goal. And I think by dedicating my project pan to items that I think I can pan 99%, okay, 95%, I think I can pan, I think will be really helpful. But yeah, that is our project pan for 2025. Thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, please hit that like and subscribe button. That would mean the world to me as you help me grow my little channel together. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.